Hey guys, it's Cam and welcome back to my channel. If it's your first time stopping by, then welcome. And if you're like me and into all things beauty, I'm talking hair, makeup, and skincare, then you're in the right place. So I really hope that you stick around and join the Cam fam by hitting that subscribe button down below. And don't forget to hit the bell too so that you don't miss any future videos. So I don't know if you guys have noticed, or maybe it's your first video of mine, but I'm kind of undergoing a bit of a hair change right now. So previously I was doing all over color with 40 volume developer at home by myself. Well, actually my husband was doing it for me. And truth be told, I just kind of got a little over it. I felt like in a lot of photos of myself, I looked like I was wearing a wig, especially when my roots were freshly done. It was just kind of like all over, no dimension, no nothing. And not to mention, it was also really damaging to my hair. I would sometimes have to like overlap the color to get it as light as I wanted to and things like that. So long story short, I decided to start transitioning to getting my hair highlighted. I felt like it would be healthier for my hair, look more natural, be more multi-dimensional. So in order to do that, on the first appointment, I had to get a lot of lowlights mostly to try to add some depth and definition into my hair. And my hairdresser basically straight up told me, like, these lowlights are gonna wash out of your hair in 6 weeks because your cuticle's ripped open, your hair's super damaged, and it's just not gonna hold on to color. And obviously I didn't wanna go back in 6 weeks just to get more lowlights put in. So I put my thinking cap on and I thought to myself, okay, how can I get my hair to hold on to this color? And I feel like it's something that not a lot of people talk about, and it's also a little misunderstood. And what I'm referring to is your hair's pH. So let's talk about why it's so important and how optimizing your hair's pH can literally make your hair feel healthier, shinier, silkier instantly. So the actual pH of your hair is around a 4.5 to a 5. So with water being a 7 at neutral, your hair is actually slightly acidic. Now things like hair color, relaxers, perms, all these things work by increasing the pH of the hair, and that's how they can alter it. Now even the shampoo that you're using could be a pH of 5.5 to 8. So one thing that pH affects is your hair's porosity, so how porous your hair is. And so that was the reason why my hairdresser said that my lowlights would wash out, is because damaged hair is very porous. So if your hair is at too high of a pH, this is going to cause it to become tangled, poofy, frizzy, all those things that we associate with damaged hair. So I already had a couple of products at home that do lower the pH of your hair, and what I was doing with them is applying them right after I colored my hair to try to like bring the pH down. So I was only using them about once a month. And so what I decided to try is using a pH optimizing product every single time that I washed my hair. And my only expectation when doing this was hoping that it would help lock in those lowlights so that way they wouldn't get washed out. And so obviously it made a really big difference in helping my hair hold on to those lowlights. But what happened next blew my mind. So what I started doing is using it as kind of like a final sealing step after I used a hair mask. And I'd never used like a pH product in that way before. And from the very first use, my hair like instantly felt less damaged, was so much easier to brush out after I got out of the shower, barely got tangled throughout the day. Normally I brush my hair once in the morning and once at night before bed, and my hairbrush was just gliding through my hair, and my hair had more shine and less breakage. And so all of this was apparent from the very first time that I did this, but the results definitely compounded every single time that I used a cuticle sealing product at the end of my shower. So if you do want to try this yourself, then you'll definitely see results from the very first time that you use a cuticle sealing product at the end of your shower. But I definitely recommend trying to use it and incorporating it into your hair wash routine every single time you do wash your hair, because you're just gonna see more and more results from it. And why this made such a big difference in my hair really makes a lot of sense, because if you think about it, I thought that hair color obviously raises the pH of your hair, so you need to bring it back down using a cuticle sealer. And to a lesser extent, shampoo also raises your hair's pH just a little bit. So if you think about it, your hair's pH is between a 4.5 and 5. Now baby shampoo is normally a pH of a 7, and that's how they have those no tears formulas, because they're just the pH of water. And if you're using something like a clarifying shampoo, that can be a pH of an 8. And while that's definitely not as bad as like hair color, which has a pH of anywhere from like 9 to 11, it still does affect your hair. Now, one option is to get a shampoo that's formulated at a lower pH, but this may also come at the cost of it being very effective at getting rid of residue and buildup and actually cleaning your hair. Again, that's why clarifying shampoos are a pH of 8. And this is so important for the health of your hair that actually a lot of products out there that are being marketed as bonding treatments are in fact only acidifying your hair, because it does instantly make your hair feel healthier. And so there's a lot of products out there that you can use for this. You might even be familiar with some of them already. So for example, anything that's like an apple cider vinegar rinse is gonna do this. But especially if you wanna do this as a final step every time you wash your hair, I prefer something very cost effective. And so what I've been using is this root porosity control. Now I'm pretty sure that you can only pick this up at Sally Beauty Supply. I'm gonna link it down below for you guys. And I think it's something like 10 or 12 bucks. So I also got this Joico cuticle sealer. This is like a whole liter size. And I got this because I was using Joico hair color before, so I wanted like the whole system. And this one I felt like wasn't as effective as the root porosity control. And the directions also say that you need to keep it in your hair for 5 minutes. So it definitely ended up falling out of favor with me. And so one more added benefit to doing this is if you use it after like any sort of mask, like let's say a moisture mask, it's gonna make your other hair care products like that more effective because it's gonna help seal them in your hair. So since I started doing this, I noticed that my ends don't get as dried out feeling between washes because they're actually able to like retain the moisture from my hair masks and other hair treatments. So it's gonna amplify the effectiveness of your other treatments. And like I said, it's a very like silky, creamy texture. So it really does help give your hair slip and make it feel very detangled at the end of your shower. So I really hope that you guys find this video helpful. If you feel like it was, then please take a second to hit that like button down below because it really helps my small channel grow. And let me know in the comments if you try this out yourself or if you have any questions. And if you want to check out some more videos, you might like one of these too. And click on my face to subscribe and join the Cam fam if you haven't already. Thank you so much for watching, my loves, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Mwah!